Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're taking a look at the concept video versions from Street Man Fighter Season 1, where it was after the auditions for main dancer have occurred and they have chosen the winners. I do not know about 3 out of the 5 of who was chosen, so some of them will be a mystery, and I'm very curious to see how it turned out. We're gonna go ahead and get into it.
5th, the rookies.
Mudok YGX, which is different than I think Kamel was the one who did the choreo. This is cool. Those are cool. So they went with his choreo, which I did like whenever I looked at the selections. Yeah! Paying a little tribute to that kind of iconic swing he did, which is super fun. Okay. I mean, of course, we have these little things in the way, but let's go ahead and take a look back. Okay, starting from the top. Like the outfits, it does read a little bit more, what's the word? I know there's a lot of the choreo that got changed, obviously, because it's a different dancer and he's the one in charge and he got to call the shots and he chose to change it all. So honestly, my overall thoughts, I think it just feels like a concept video. It feels, you know, I really love the lighting. I think the platforms are super cool. It feels, it's a little bit, it feels like I see a little bit of Bada, Leader, Smoke, the mechanic outfit from the leaders from season 2, but this of course happened first. Then the platforms remind me of Run the World when they were dancing as the duos on the platforms. So it kind of feels like I'm seeing, the more I watch the series, the more I'm able to I'm puzzle piecing a lot of different references, and none of them are bad. It's just something that I look at and I like them all, and it's nice to see them just in different variations. With the fire, that's legit. That was super fun. Everyone's kind of doing their own vibe, which is really fun. It could be that each person's doing their own variation of what the what iconic section of their choreo is, you know, with the cane. Yeah, it just kind of feels, I will say some of the content that is brought here, it's just, I mean, how that started, boom. It felt very stagnant with the camera angle. Like there wasn't anything happening with the camera. It was just the movement. There wasn't even a pan out or anything. So it just felt very stagnant there. It could be a camera issue, not really them. Yeah, I think that, you know, he has really great charisma, and I did say that he was one of the people that I would have picked anyways, the main dancer. Yeah. And I mean, I like the outfits, they're pretty cool. It's clean, but I feel very predictable. Like it feels like a typical just dance routine, you know. It doesn't feel iconic to the track. It doesn't. Like this little chorus does because it's just the whistle, but other than that, I really don't feel it's bringing anything that enhances. I would say the choreo that they ended up doing the audition with really set it up really well. And part of me wishes Kamel was the one who did it, or he choreographed it, because I feel like he embodied by a pretty decent margin when I was looking at all of the choreographies. He embodied the essence of the track really well, and I think it would have translated well here, you know. But I like the energy from my dancer from YGX. I like that he got to do that. That's fun. But they are choosing, like, there's just very predictable cane work that's happening here. I like the lunge over, that's nice, but there's something about how Kamel did it, or how he did his choreo, was really fun. For here, it just kind of feels like this would have, the cane's not adding a significant amount to this concept, that I'm wondering if I wish that it was. Like, it doesn't, because it was in the beginning and then you see them dance and then you see it come near the end. That's, I think, my big thing, is the placement of when they brought in the cane. I think it was either they should have left the cane out in the beginning and then you only saw it in the chorus, you know, near the tail end, and kind of, I think I would have reworked where the cane was brought in, because I think it made the course underwhelming with the caneography, because we had already seen the canes on the forefront with everybody interpreting it. And then he does this more reverberation again. Yeah, so I think the camera work, the camera work for the most part is pretty cool. I will say though that it is left a bit underwhelming. I was kind of hoping for more, but I'm not projecting my expectation on them. I'm really I try to view these as objectively as possible. Do I think that Kamel's choreography would have looked better here? Yes, that's who I picked. Do I think the dancers, I honestly wish Kamel won main dancer just so we could see his choreography in this context. That would have been really cool, because I really liked it. Because with Mudok, I liked his, and I think I would have picked it strategically just so I could try to learn it, and I think I'd be able to perform it. And I thought it was very decent. I think Kamel's was definitely the highest quality of all the choreography. So it is a bit disappointing that we don't get to see it in this way. But honestly though, it was a pretty good run. Everybody, it's a really nice concept video, you know. For me, I'd be proud to be in it. You know, I just think those I feel like other people may extend the same sentiment. I don't really know. I haven't really read comments on this one as much, but I have heard in Reddit threads that certain group routines were underwhelming in the concepts in comparison to the auditions, because of either a change of dancer or something, like they changed choreo. And that's the kicker too, is at least in season 2 Street Woman Fighter, we noticed that the girls, whenever it was, I think the only instance where the dancer changed from who choreographed it, I think was just the rookie class, but she kept the choreo, the iconicness of the choreo from in the chorus. She kept it the same and paid ode to the girl who made it. And honestly, I think that worked the best in the favor, like in the concept range. And I think people received it better because of it. Because remember, we end up falling in love with the choreo and we end up doing it, or we want to do it for virality's sake, but then that's not the one that ends up in the concept video. There's a little disconnect there. So I don't know if it's just a format change that needs to happen or something. But anyway, I do get that. I mean, it was cool, but it's definitely not, I don't think it'll be my favorite that I watched today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was helpful in some way. I love watching people grow, and I love being able to see different perspectives of people with music choices, whether it's a different change in the dancer, or if it's different ways of interpreting songs that maybe I would make a different call. It is really fun to see their interpretation, and I feel like everybody brings something cool or different to the table, and that's what makes the art form of dance so vibrant. And I think it's really cool that we get to share that. I mean, for me, being in the industry, it's really nice that I get to see people who aren't in the industry be able to enjoy it as laymen, or in ways that I feel seen in some extent, you know, whenever I react to these types of videos. And I'm definitely looking forward to continuing on this journey through this show, and probably through other shows in the future, where we just get to enjoy each other's company and the discussions, and be able to talk through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the beautiful. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.